last few years, learning how to be more grateful or how to have more gratitude, and then like look at the glass half full more so.
It's glass half cunty.
Is the glass half cunty or not?
Glass waist snatched.
Yeah, is the glass waist snatched, or are you just thick? Honestly, that's not bad either way.
Exactly. Period.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Looking with Alexis and Cole, because whatever you've been looking for,
it's right here, baby.
Period. And so today, it's going to be a little bit more freeform, just like last episode, because, ideas take a little bit of time to percolate and marinate and all these terms. But we're going to start out by just kind of checking in. How's your week been so far?
I do that same thing every time. I take a deep breath and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But this week was it was something for sure. Busy. I did something every single day and it's not over yet, as you know. We're doing things tonight, y'all. B, work is work and things change, and we got not the best email today, so that didn't make me happy. And yeah, life goes on. But trying to pick myself up. I almost said pick myself up by the bootstraps, but is that like...
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wearing boots right now, so I'm trying to pick myself up. But yeah, let's...
It's giving veganism.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. I didn't say that. But I'm trying to pick myself up and continue to have a good weekend. Yesterday was a great night. Met some new friends through a friend whose friends are in town. So yeah, and I think that tonight should be equally as good, if not hopefully better. Hopefully we get kicked out of a bar. Because
is that what we strive for?
Well,
is that what gay rights is all about?
I'm not messy. You're not too messy. Oscar isn't messy. And I just name dropped him. I hope he listens. And then, his friend yesterday, he was very chill. But then they were like, we're waiting on one more friend to get in town. And he showed me a video of him, like twerking and throwing his ass on the street. And he was like, last time he came to Chicago, he got kicked out of Sidetrack. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So,
I'd be fine with getting kicked out of Sidetrack. No,
I mean,
we get kicked out of Splash.
That's a little different. That's a little embarrassing. I've been kicked out of Sidetrack before, to be honest.
I haven't been kicked out of anywhere except for Taco Bell.
Really?
That's a different...
You got kicked out of Taco Bell?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do?
It's a crazy story. We could probably talk about that with reference to friends later.
Okay.
But
then. Yeah. How's your week been though?
Busy.
Mm-hmm.
It's been something for sure. I feel like every week I'm like, woo, that was a week. And then literally the next week it's just the same.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best week, but I'm looking forward to this weekend and next week as well. This weekend's going to be really sunny and pretty. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping to get a lot of sun while I can. Yes. And then also next week I'm going to Indiana for 2 days, so that'll be fun. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about this. I know. I just on Thursday and Friday. It's like a school thing. So we're gonna go
for what?
We're gonna go see some talks at Purdue, like science talks. Mm-hmm.
Like TALK
talks. Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's like a chemistry term or something.
No. So it should be fun. We're going with some coworkers. But yeah, I mean the pressure is definitely on. Because my boss is pregnant, and so she leaves soon for maternity leave. Mm-hmm. So I'm just hoping to get a bunch done before that point, so that I'm not like hitting her up when she's like about to give birth or has just given birth. So it's always ever changing. Yeah. I mean, school is it's never the same week.
No, I get that. I mean, I guess depending on your job, it can probably feel like the exact same because that's exactly how I was just telling you. That's how I feel right now, especially like I said with the news that we got today. I'm just like, I cannot believe this, but that's a Monday problem. It's the weekend now, and we can enjoy it. Out of the spirit of transparency, and before we move on, out of 1 through 10, yeah, you're like, what?
What are you gonna say?
Out of the spirit of transparency, and before we move on, no, it's nothing crazy. 1 through 10. On the 10 is like you had an amazing week, and 1 is like I actually need to go into hiding. This was the worst week of my life.
Oh,
where are we?
I think it's been like a 6.
Okay, that was initially my thought too.
Yeah.
Only because, and for me, what made it higher, because like honestly I could have gave it a 4, but what made it higher were all of the social like interactions and things I did this week.
Yeah, I would say the same. I mean, I've also just been productive, so that's been nice, and for all that it's worth, I mean, you know, what I do is very difficult, but for what I've done this week, I'm proud of that. So hopefully prepare a paper in the next month, and then hopefully get it submitted to a journal by June. That'd be great. So,
wow.
And then I also just got accepted to a business certificate program over the summer.
That's good.
Yeah. Through the business school. So it's like management. It's business management for scientists.
And that would help. For what you want to do.
So great.
I think.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of different emotions this week, but you know, I think it's only so much that you can focus on when you're in school. There's always like a choose 3, you know, social life, school, or like personal health or whatever, or something like that. And it's like choose 2 of 3 at any given moment. No, seriously, like
I get that.
it's so if I choose sleep and social life, then you know I might not be eating as healthy, or because I'm just not preparing.
That's true.
If I choose social life and school, then I'm not going to be sleeping. And that's super crucial. So, yeah, it's a lot to juggle.
That's an interesting way to think about it, because I feel like I guess like when I'm thinking about it, maybe it's different for me because I feel like I have a little bit more of like a regimented schedule. Like, yes, things change at work, but like things change at work between the hours of 9 to 5. You know? So like it's easier for me to kind of, you know, like week over week, like I always choose like job, social life. Yeah. There was another one. I sleep, but I have not chosen, unfortunately for me, I haven't chosen mental health yet. But like, I feel like that's, well, not necessarily haven't chosen mental health, but like my biggest thing right now that I'm trying to work on is.
But you were just talking about how happy you were.
Okay, yes.
Look at you with your yellow shirt.
Wait. Hold on.
You look like you're about to sing Malibu.
I know, I do look kind of happy today because of the yellow. I felt, is it
next to you? Is it giving what?
Is it giving like
it's giving
like a ray of sunshine?
Yeah.
You know, like if you saw me out, you'd be like, he's a warm hug. I don't know. I actually was hesitant.
He's a wet nose on a cold Saturday morning.
Is that good? I feel like that's
like I'm thinking of like a dog.
Okay.
Like a dog. Sure. That'd be kind of cute. Okay. Like a little golden retriever, you know, just like cuddling with you on Saturday morning. Just like,
rest in peace, Dakota.
I'm the golden retriever.
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace.
Outside of like the shitty things that have happened this week, let's talk about some of the good things that happened and released this week.
So yes, Doja just released a deluxe version of her Scarlet album, Scarlet 2 Claude. And it's honestly mostly everything I've been listening to this week. Obviously still listening to Cowboy Carter. But it is, I think it's just like a very powerful set of, it's like only 7 songs, but I'm not sure, like you've listened to like Okay Loser. Yes. I feel like that's the most like radio friendly song on from the 7 tracks. But like Acknowledge Me is super good. Piss is one that I wasn't really fond of at the beginning, but like once I kept on listening to it, I was like, this is really goofy, but I it, you know? Honestly, all the songs really, they're all like different vibes, and it really just showcases Doja's talent as a rapper, and also
Like a pop artist?
And a pop artist. And someone
and a pop artist.
Yeah. And someone who knows how to like experiment.
Sometimes really,
with
I feel like
music.
geriatric on like whenever we're doing things like we say things wrong and then like I hear something I'm like, what was that? Like I just like was that the right word? like geriatric like
yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Well, I mean like geriatric. You mean like old?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank God. Because and I just like I heard I was like, what was that? And you were like,
we really shouldn't joke about that though, because like, what if tomorrow we wake up and like
we're old?
We feel our hip or something.
Actually, my back hurts right now because I was doing my hair, and I did my hair. I was shaking my head.
Yeah,
and I like pulled my fucking back. I was like, so yeah, the back of my shoulder hurts. Anyways, though, back to Claude.
What were you doing? Spraying
my hair. Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But back to Claude. I agree, and like I went through it. I haven't gone through it as many times as you.
Yes,
but
it's an acquired taste.
Well, I like it. Yeah. I've been really stuck on Cowboy Carter.
Yeah,
and then last night a lot of music was released, which we'll get to. So like I've just been listening to a lot of things. But like I like OK Loser. But you know what? Also though, I feel like the one right after OK Loser, I think that's Mask.
Oh, that Mask, yeah.
Also, that one kind of gives me Planet Her vibes a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like OK Loser and the rapping and like her talking about like me, like all that kind of like her shit talking kind of like thing is it gives this album, and then other songs kind of give me Planet Her.
Yeah, or even like Hot Pink as well.
Mm-hmm.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, yes, because it's just more poppy a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
You like pop Doja real quick though, or
I love all Doja. I love all Doja.
Okay.
Oh, more? Oh yeah. No, I can't pick. I don't think it's fair because no, I don't think it's fair. I mean, I think her career in making more rock focused music is still so short, so it would be unfair comparison. But I mean, all Doja. I mean, I'm having a lot of FOMO, guys, because Coachella weekend #1 is happening just as we speak. And that's exactly why I wore this hoodie today, because I miss it. I miss being out in the desert.
You know what? I can't say that actually on the camera. I almost said something that I can't say. But like,
say what?
Like I almost said, this episode is brought to you by, but
I
no, not really. Please don't sue us. Like,
we wish. We wish this episode was sponsored by High Noon.
I was gonna say though Coachella, because you're wearing that, and like I just feel like this shirt is so Coachella-y.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So like it does kind of look like we're going out to the desert.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, you've been. I've never been. So like, how was that? A life-changing experience?
Yes, life-changing for sure. I think that it's something that everyone has to experience at least once. It's definitely very expensive. It's pricey. But I think I would do it over and over again. The reason why I didn't do it this year was because my friends who I went with last year weren't like super keen on it. Plus like, it's just tough to make it happen, and also like they dropped the amount of artists that they had this year. I don't know, for some reason. Yes, yeah. So this Coachella took longer to like sell out, but regardless, so it was like a very fun experience. We car camped, which meant that we
stayed in the car.
Yeah, basically. Well, we rented a tent. We rented a camper van.
That's cute, actually.
Yeah, super cute. Yeah, so we were basically living out of a car for like 4 days. So that was a lot of fun. A lot of just seeing people in their most like primitive state, which is always really fun. It's like just me and the girls, and we definitely in other aspects we can be a little bougie, but like we all basically bonded over this, just roughing it out in the desert. And
you're upper middle class.
Oh God,
I wish. That's from?
No.
Yeah. Wait, have you seen Bodies?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, that's a part.
I have to watch it. Yeah.
It's like a little horror mystery. It's not really horror, really. I feel like, but like it's supposed to be like a horror mystery comedy. Really yeah, with the girl from Bottoms, Rachel Sennett.
I was about to say it's kind of like Bottoms. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was such your upper middle class. And she's like, my parents are what did she say? She's like, my parents are professors, and she was like, and she was, she said, whatever, you know what, it's done. Watch the movie. I stumbled too much.
Okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed. Let's get you to bed. More like, let's get you to the club.
Right.
But no, I mean, it was just a lot of fun. I mean, if you like music festivals / just tripping balls in the desert and looking hot.
Looking hot, yeah.
Then, I mean, it's the best thing ever, I would say.
I'll definitely go at some point.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go. Maybe next year. Maybe
Next year.
like my financial situation will be better next year.
Yes, next year will be the time that we do everything. Mardi Gras.
Yeah, you did.
Coachella.
Okay.
Ibiza.
You better hope you get a good ass job.
I hope so.
I hope so too. And hope for me too.
Yeah. Exactly.
But speaking of Coachella, and who, I don't know if she's performing today or not, but Sabrina Claudio. I keep saying Claudio. Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, y'all. The gays are gonna kill me. Well, I think they like her too. Anyways, she released a song too, Espresso.
I heard.
I think it's a cute.
I haven't listened to it.
It's cute. I really think it's a cute little pop jam. The music video is like her like on a beach or whatever, just looking cute and everything. You know, she's just so cute.
She is really cute. Yeah.
So I like that one. Another thing, Shabuzi. Who's featured on Cowboy Carter. He just scored with a single that just dropped last night. I think it's called A Bar Song, Tipsy. He just scored his first Hot 100 #1 like song on iTunes. And I mean, people really didn't even know too much about him prior to to Cowboy Carter. Mm-hmm. So I just think it's great that like that happened for him, especially as a Black country artist.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's cool. So congratulations to you, Shabuzi.
Yeah. You've listened to Tanner Dell's Buckle Bunny. It's super good.
Buckle Bunny. I'm glad that they're getting this exposure now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Willow put out a song. My girl, Tinashe.
Nasty.
I've
been listening to that.
Girl. I've been a nasty girl.
And did you see how it's a trilogy? It's Baby Angel, Quantum Baby, and then there's going to be a third album.
What is Quantum Baby? When did that come out?
That's the one that she's going to release with Nasty.
Oh.
Apparently. But apparently she said that it was going to be a trilogy, so it's really exciting.
I'm excited.
I was just actually reading about, because I've always just been interested in this question, like, why is Tinashe not bigger? Like, why is she not a bigger artist? But it's because, and I read into the whole story, it's because her label, RCA, basically shortchanged her and didn't promote her music. Like, they barely promoted Tuon, and then...
And Tuon was a hit.
Yeah, for sure. And then with Hands on Deck, it was still a hit, but not as big as Tuon. But then she released Aquarius, right? That was the album. And then she was going to release Joyride.
It was Night Ride, and she did release both.
I know, but she was going to release Joyride first.
Okay.
When she released Night Ride first instead, because apparently, like, the label was giving her problems with Joyride and with promotion and everything. So she did Night Ride as a surprise first. Okay. Which, honestly, Night Ride is like...
I think I like Night Ride more.
I love Night Ride.
Yeah.
Yes. Night Ride for sure was... I mean, Aquarius was good, but like Night Ride was what really got me into her. And I mean, ever since then, I think now she's not with RCA anymore.
No, she's independent now.
She's independent.
So everything that she does,
exactly, yeah,
out of her own pocket.
Yeah, because after Songs for You, then it's just Tinashe doing her thing. With Songs for You, she started her.
Yeah, that was the beginning of her origin for independency. Yeah, and I mean, it's on my wall, y'all. Her album cover.
Do they know
Songs
that?
For You. No, I said you know.
Well, I know.
That's what you know. They don't know. That's why I said I looked at the audience. Let's ask the audience. But no, like that Songs for You is on my wall. Yeah. I love that album. I listened to that album.
Oh yeah,
religiously.
I was listening to it today.
2-3 years.
Yeah,
and I still listen to it. Speaking of, this has nothing to do with new music, but just real quick thing. I think Summer Walker should have a Grammy. And there's no reason why she doesn't. Because she had 2 no-skip, banger, huge success albums, Over It and Over It, Still Over It.
Over It and Still.
And she didn't even get a nomination.
I know, that's crazy.
No, she absolutely should have got at least a nomination.
At least a nomination, yeah. No. Yeah, so I definitely don't think that she's gotten her flowers in terms of awards, but I think she's definitely a favorite in our books, but also in everyone else's books, because she is still so revered in the industry. And I don't know, I'm excited for more Summer Walker. I mean, I think Summer Walker is she always puts out solid stuff. I mean, even with her like new EP, Soft Life, was also really, really good. And the other EP with the one that White Tea came off of.
Yeah,
that was like 3 songs
on top of the the Jeep or
SUV or something like that. Oh god, yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, that one was good.
But she definitely someday,
hopefully. Well, y'all, let us know what your favorite release from this past week was in the comments down in Spotify or in the comments in YouTube.
Yeah, because we have a YouTube channel, a Spotify channel, an Apple Music channel.
And
honestly,
maybe we're working on getting on some other channels.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Who knows?
How much do you want it?
Exactly.
How much do you show us?
How much do you want it, baby? Show it.
How much do you want it?
Turn around, do a little lap. We're so gross. Anyways, we love our viewers. But after that thought, I would say that we've been kind of thinking about contentment this past week, just in terms of like what makes for a good week, what makes for a bad week. And not only that, but there can be blips in weeks. I mean, you can have really great weeks, you can have not so good weeks. But overall, you want to be in an upwards trajectory. And that's, I feel like, to me, contentment. When that's kind of like something where it's just, you're riding the waves, but you're not mistaking the forest for the trees, It's upwards progression. That's what I think contentment is. Now, some other people will be like, okay, once I get to the level, then kind of keeping things constant. But I don't know. To me,
I don't think
complacent. Yeah, exactly. Complacency is also something that I think is antithetical to contentment.
Yes.
Because if you're complacent, you're not growing as an individual. You're not growing spiritually. And you're not tapping all those different avenues to, I don't know, maybe broaden your horizons, make your life a little bit spicier, better.
What would you say for people, though, who are content in complacency? And that complacency and not growing actually makes them happy. Keeps them happy, I should say.
Yeah. I think that's always kind of, in a way, tied. So, for example, with like people, for example, like shopkeepers or something like that are just content with just, I don't know, running a shop or something like that. People are like, oh, like, why didn't you try to strive for more? Why didn't you seek out this career that could have paid you higher? But they, at the very end of the day, that they're just like, I have everything that I need and I'm grateful for it. Gratitude, I think, is the key measure of contentment. If you're grateful, or an indicator of contentment. If you're grateful for what you have, then you're content.
Okay. I agree. And especially because, like, I feel like in the past few years, I've leaned into brought to you by
Hi, dude.
I've leaned into gratitude while I'm like sitting here like pretending to talk to you still while you're like I've leaned into gratitude a lot more, and I think it's also just been like a spiritual journey over the last few years because I think it really started, I would say, over COVID because, you realize, like, I'm not happy, I'm not happy with my life and, like, things keep happening. And when bad things do happen with my life, how do you handle that? How do you cope with things that are completely out of your control? And then really, to me, I think it's about making sure that you're noticing or paying attention to the things that are in your control, and then, like, being grateful or expressing gratitude for the things and the blessings and stuff that you do have. And even, like, looking at certain situations from different perspectives, because I know people always say, like, glass half full or half empty, and for a long time I was like, whatever, if something bad happens, then if something bad happens.
Yeah.
But I think in the last few years, learning how to be more grateful or how to have more gratitude, and then, like, look at the glass half full more so. It's
glass half cunty.
Is the glass half cunty or not?
Glass waist snatched.
Yeah, is the glass waist snatched, or are you just thick? Honestly, that's not bad either way.
Exactly. Period.
Yeah. But, like, for real, like, I feel like that has helped a lot. And whenever you get into a habit of doing that, then, like, things happen, and you're like, oh, that kind of sucks. But, like, on the bright side, this didn't happen. Or on the bright side, like, this could happen. Now, there's a couple of areas in my life where I could probably be better with that. As you know, one of them for me is time.
On the bright side, I got hoes hitting up my phone.
Time. Time is one of the things that I feel like for me is hard. But I think in my head, the reason why it's hard is because I know, like, you can't get time back. Mm-hmm. And not to get too deep here, because this is not a therapy. Like, this is kind of a therapy session, but, like, I'm not going to, like, out all of my traumas on the... Well, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm not going to out all my traumas on the podcast.
Not in one episode.
Not in one episode, yeah. But, like, I feel like that stems back to, something that happened in my earlier life that what happened or whatever, and realizing that time is not afforded to anybody, like, you don't know when time is up, or like, what is going to happen next. So I guess I have a different view on time because I'm like, yo, like, once it's gone, it's gone. Like, and, like, there's nothing else we can do about that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but all that to say, I agree.
That's true. I think it's interesting that you hold that view because I view time a little bit. Yes, I do view it as something that's inescapable, and that's why we should make the most out of it. But also, I guess I'm kind of like, there's just so much time that it's okay to linger.
But see, and that's
but
crazy.
I get it because I'm just like, whatever,
there isn't that like that event that happened to me showed me that there is not so much time.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you don't like knock on wood. We could leave this house today and something could happen. And you never. And, like, I think it.
I got my dick sucked.
Oh, so I'm just kidding. Yeah. Please, I would much rather that. Please, but, like, no, I meant something a little bit more finite. But
oh no, I was kissing up on someone's man. That could be related.
Finite?
Huh?
Never mind.
But yeah.
So, what else? Contributes to your happiness?
Yeah, mental clarity.
Okay, expand.
So when I'm able to forecast what I have to do and actually get it done and not have it and not have
that's funny to me because I feel like that's the opposite of how you run your life.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, it correlates. What I was going to say, not have, anxieties or ruminations kind of, or unhealthy coping habits. Mm-hmm. Kind of cloud up your psyche, That's what I think contentment is. Being able to be fully yourself at any given moment.
Yes, that's for sure. I feel like that's something that I feel like you're better with it than me. Like, I feel like I've grown to a point where I am, like, much more myself when I go out and when I, meet people and whatever. But, like, I feel like you definitely do better on the front of, like, I'm going to be myself, and if you don't like it, fuck off. Whereas for me, I'm a little I still am myself, but that thought crosses my mind where I'm like,
that's so interesting.
Judgment, you know?
Well, that's really interesting that you say that because
You don't think so?
I do, but I think it ebbs and flows.
For me or for you?
For me, it ebbs and flows. Yeah. So I mean, I've been having this week has kind of been the social anxiety has kind of been peaking. And for those who don't think that I don't struggle with social anxiety, I do. I'm just really good at pretending that I don't.
That's true.
And that's also a tactic to which kind of cope with it.
Yep.
But today I was like, I need to take a step back and I need to stop trying to, I don't know, be it, I guess. Be that it girl. No.
Never stop being the it girl.
Exactly. I'm always the main character. No, but even the main character has her struggles, you know, before the climax.
Yep.
But yeah.
What kind of climax?
What could I knew.
Brought to you by
High Noon. Because if you ain't horny yet, you will be.
I knew.
So yeah, what does contentment look like for you?
I feel like for me, contentment looks very similar to what you said. Finding gratitude and finding definitely joy in everything that's kind of going on in your life, regardless of if it's like, you know, good or just great or whatever.
So contentment and joy are the same thing? Or are they not?
I think you have to feel joy to feel like content.
Mm-hmm. Joy is probably more like
I don't think
fleeting than contentment. Contentment is more long term.
Yeah, I think contentment is a little bit more long term, but like if you're feeling joy, then I think you can also probably say that you're feeling content, whether it's joyous in the moment or joyous like overall. Because like I feel like you can be content, like you said, long term, but like joy can only last a moment. For example, whenever you're on vacation, you're joyful probably, but then like that could go away. But then that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not content with your life. That's not what I said earlier, though.
Yeah, the high noon's getting to. Uh-oh. You're all smiles and shit now. Look, you're a walking emoji.
I'm a walking high noon. No,
with the yellow too, you look like a walking smiley face.
I'm a smiley face.
Jay, where are you?
Hi, Jay. No, but like for real though, I think really being content in life to me is all about being being grateful. I think. I know we already talked about that, but like I just kind of have the same view on it because like as of right now, I feel like, for example, I am so happy with how things are going. Like we have this podcast, we started it up, we're doing it. Is it hard sometimes? And sometimes are we frustrated about it? Absolutely. But overall though, I do think that it provides a specific amount of happiness. Mm-hmm. And then like, even with my job right now, do some things upset me about it? Absolutely. But I'm doing well in it. And that's enough for me. Regardless of the external factors, I'm doing well in my job and in my role. So, like, I'm content with that. And then I have an amazing social life that I have created since moving to Chicago. So when you really look at it, yes, there are, like, those highs and those lows. But overall, when you kind of I guess average everything together, the highs and the lows, like I'm grateful and like I guess you can even say like just blessed for how things are turning out in my life. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that is exactly what kind of like creates contentment in someone.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Is it really? Because that didn't sound too good.
No. Sorry. I was thinking about you can be joyful but not content, because I think that's kind of that's where I kind of lie.
That's why I retracted that.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know, I would say that I'm doing the best that I can with what I have right now, in terms of just continue with my studies and you know. Becoming an adult. But I think that it has weighed on me, just notion of being in school and not feeling like my career is going anywhere, even though I'm learning a lot of skills that would be directly transferable to a workplace, definitely. But it's not, it's not reflected, definitely not monetarily, but also even in just feeling like you've succeeded in something, because research projects in grad school take a long time, and it's a very long time to kind of see the fruits of your labor compared to a regular job, regular job, but not always.
And I think what you just said is another part of contentment, feeling like you are succeeding. And whatever your definition of success is, whether it's money or it's, your money, or like, like community.
It's not about the money.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. It's all about the whoop, ba-bling, ba-bling. Okay. But like, or like it's...
the world change. Forget about the price tag. Yo, we were just talking about 2014.
Oh, yeah, we got okay. We'll do it. I swear we'll do it next time.
We definitely should.
Yeah, we should do that next time. Yeah. All right. But like, whether it's like you're finding like success in like your community and your social life or your work or something, I feel like that adds to it. Because I do feel like if you feel like, like nothing is going my way, I don't feel like I'm succeeding in some of the things that I'm doing, where I'm like, I'm disappointed in myself and then things that are going on in my life, and exactly. I'm probably not content. But
you always need something to fall back on.
Yeah. Google though says contentment is finding joy in what joy. So she said joy. Is Google she or he? Bum, bum, bum. It's a they. Contentment is finding joy in what we already have in our lives, feeling or showing satisfaction with our possession, status, or situation. It's being happy without trying to find fulfillment in acquiring more material possessions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, satisfaction where you could be, you're like, strip me of my material possessions and I'll still be happy. Okay, wait, no, maybe not that.
I thought about everything getting taken away from me, and I was like, wow. Then I was like, so am I actually not happy right now?
I just getting to that point where you can and always could strive for more, but if you were to just chill at the specific point, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right? At least career-wise. It all revolves around career because, of course, I saw that TikTok where it was like, you're not depressed. You're just in the United States. And I mean, it's so real because everything, I just feel like there's always a burning need in this country to kind of monetize every single thing in your life, or not monetize it, but find ways to monetize it, or side gigs and hustling, and the hustle culture is so real for our generation, and it just all becomes. I mean, that's without adding the social media element to it, but that all just becomes so burdensome.
I was literally just going to say, I think a lot of it is because of social media. Us having so much access to seeing the lives.
But it's also not because of social media too.
I mean, it's definitely the country. I mean, we've always had this kind of like hustle and bustle culture in the United States, especially in comparison to other places in the world. However, though, for our generation, like specifically, I think what is adding to that is social media, because we can go online and see, people and the shit that they have, the material, items that they have, or oh my God. Jesus Christ, this high note is getting to me. But like we can see all of the stuff that they have and the trips that they go on and all that kind of stuff. And you can sit there and be like this person's 24 years old and traveling and doing all this, and he said all I have to do is start up an Etsy shop and start doing print on demand, and then I need to have like 3 different side hustles, and all of a sudden you feel this pressure to do more, and then just add to this capitalistic ass society, which kind of like sucks in a way. But I think that's like why this generation in particular feels so burdensome.
Yeah, well, I mean, we also have insane cost of living crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Inflation's not getting any better.
Mm-hmm.
Climate is changing.
Speaking of that, and I'm going to say it because I don't care. Bitch, tell me how I got a 2% raise. My pay went up 2%.
Wow.
That is ridiculous. They had reasons why. Apparently it was because something else that I probably shouldn't say on air. But like,
supply chain issues?
No, like the money is elsewhere.
Okay.
But they didn't give it to me in my base. And I was like, do you realize how much inflation is right now? And it just wasn't good.
Yeah, I saw a Taco Bell receipt. God, I was Taco Bell. Everything goes back to Taco Bell. I saw Taco Bell receipt
one and only
about how back in 1999, a burrito was 99 cents and a taco was 69 cents, and you could get a whole meal for $4.30.
Absolutely nuts.
I know.
Like absolutely.
Now you get a drink for $4.30.
You can get like a fry for like $4.
I'm hungry.
Would that make you content right now? Joyous?
Yes, that would make me so joyous.
Oh. Thanks so much.
Sorry. My therapist tells me that before you fall asleep, you have to list 3 things that you're grateful for. This day.
Do it right now.
Okay, on air. 1, it was a really nice day out today.
Okay.
It was sunny at the beginning, and then I actually went out to this event that had free tacos outside, and it was kind of rainy, but it was a nice rainy. It was kind of like sprinkles and like,
yes.
It was kind of like a nice, cool, like 60s out. It was really nice. I loved it. 2, I got to, again, be productive today. So I got to do what I needed to do. So that's good. And then 3, what am I grateful for? Ooh, 3rd one. I don't know about that. I'm grateful for nasty.
Okay. And that's something.
Yeah, that's something.
That is something.
No, but I mean, to be serious though, I'm grateful for making it through the week.
I was going to say, one of mine would be, as always, making it through another week, another day. Like that's something that I will always be grateful for. Yeah. Number 2 for me, I had today off. So I'm very happy to have been able to take that time and relax and not do my job, obviously. And then number 3, spending time with the people that I care about, because I feel like I do that a lot, and it helps me. It really does pull me out of some bad times. But yeah, so I mean, I guess going off of that, thank y'all. You guys are probably a little bit surprised. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode.
They're like, thank God.
I know, yeah. They're like, oh my God. Yeah, last episode was super long, so we wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of a shorter episode for you guys. But before we sign off, let's go ahead and have a little bit of a mindful moment. Think about some of the things that you are grateful for in your life right now, whether it be for today or for this week, however you want to think about it. And whenever you turn off this podcast or this video, go into the weekend with a positive mindset. And
the weekend?
We're in the weekend. Oh, shit.
Well, go continue your week.
Okay, yeah. Go into the week with a positive mindset. And yeah.
Exactly.
That's about it. But as always, whatever you've been looking for,
it's right here, baby.
You all have a blessed week. Shalom.
Shalom.
I don't know if we